So, the Galaxy Buds Pro. But what's so pro about them? Let's talk about it. But first, we'll kick it off with the carrying case. Samsung has basically taken the same case design as the Galaxy Buds Live, a boxy clamshell matte case that overall has more size and presence compared to their previous pill-shaped cases, like the Galaxy Buds Plus and the regular Galaxy Buds. The increase in the case size is on purpose though, because the buds themselves have a larger footprint and are the largest buds in Samsung's lineup. It's a good thing though, because the touchpads are larger and pretty much work the same as every other earbuds. 1 tap to play pause, 2 taps to skip a song, and 3 taps to rewind. But Samsung has added more touch controls. When you touch and hold on either earbud, you can either increase or decrease the volume, activate Bixby, which is still trash, and more excitingly activate active noise cancellation or ambient sound mode. The air vent is a new addition for the earbuds as well. The air vent allows for the air pressure that builds up in your ears to escape. There are also dual mics, 2-way speakers, and the earbuds have some durability with an IPX7 rating. So if you're caught in the rain or they got the occasional splash on them, you should be good. So now that the cute stuff is out the way, let's talk about the nitty-gritty, why you really chose to click this video. And we'll start it off with battery life. So, I have mixed feelings about the Galaxy Buds Pro's battery life. But on average, when you're using active noise cancellation or ambient sound mode, they'll last you about 4 to 5 hours depending on how you listen, but they'll last 8 hours without those modes turned on. The case will also provide you with 1 additional charge, and I'd say the numbers are pretty consistent in my personal use. Also, 5 minutes of quick charging will give you 1 hour of playback, and when you couple in the wireless power share on Galaxy devices, you pretty much have a battery bank anytime the buds start losing power. So yeah, in a way, the Galaxy Buds Pro are more in line with their competitors in regards to battery life. But that's kind of the problem. And it's a problem because of their younger sibling, the Galaxy Buds Plus. The Buds Plus lasted on average 11 hours, which completely obliterated the competition. Now I know what you're thinking, but D-Dames, the Galaxy Buds Pro, they have more features like active noise cancellation that the Galaxy Buds Plus doesn't have. Of course it's gonna last longer. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Even with those modes turned off on the Galaxy Buds Pro, they still have 3 hours less than the Galaxy Buds Plus do. I know it's a little nitpicky, but if battery is a priority, if it is something you're really looking for, this is something you should be considering. But aside from that, the battery life is solid and is pretty much comparable to other competitors. It's solid, but nothing special. Ooh, my favorite part of these reviews is call quality because it's so important. It's one of those essential features that you just have to nail. And of course, I did my call quality test where I basically test the earbuds in a quiet environment, noisy environment, and a loud environment, just to see how the earbud handle these scenarios and these use cases when you're on the phone. But before we get into the results of that test, let's talk about some of the technologies that Samsung put into these earbuds that directly impact the call quality. The VPU, or voice pickup unit, that Samsung debuted on the Galaxy Buds Live makes another appearance. Now, I'm not a science guy, but basically when you speak, separate frequencies are sent to the chip, which is the VPU chip, which is supposed to enhance your voice. In theory, your voice should be more present, clear, and separated from any background noise, whether it be quiet or noisy. The second addition Samsung added is a windshield, which is basically a mesh that covers the mics and filters out wind. But all that is basically marketing, right? So of course, you know, your boy had to put these things to the test. Let's see. Alright, so right now I'm in a seriously quiet environment. I'm right in the hallway of my building, and literally no one really passes by. We're on the top floor, so this is like the ultimate quiet environment. There's literally nothing going on, so let's see how these are in the quiet environment.
Hey babe.
Hey babe, so I'm in the hallway on the 6th floor. How do I sound? Hey babe, so I'm in the hallway on the 6th floor. How do I sound?
Whoa, you sound very echoey.
Well, yeah, because it's a hallway, but like, how's like the sound quality though? Well, yeah, because it's a hallway, but like, how's like the sound quality though?
It sounds really good actually. I can hear you perfectly. Obviously no background noise since you're in a hallway. But you sound good. The only thing is you just sound very echoey.
Alright. Alright guys, right now I'm in the Brooklyn Bridge Park. It's about a medium, like, noisy environment. It's not super loud, but it's not super quiet either. So far, there's just a bunch of kids like making noise. There's a bunch of couples out here talking. There's some birds out here chirping, and there's like a bell out here. So we're gonna see if she can hear these things on the phone call. When I did this with the Galaxy Buds Live, that did a great job of filtering out a lot of background noise. So let's see if Samsung follow that up with the Galaxy Buds Pro.
Hey babe.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Alright, so how do I sound?
You sound pretty good. I hear people in your background though.
You hear people in my background?
Yeah, are there people close to you?
Yeah, there's some people around.
How far?
Like a couple feet. But like, do you hear my voice more than you hear them? Like a couple feet. But like, do you hear my voice more than you hear them?
Yeah, I hear your voice more than the people in the background, but I can hear the cars and I can hear the people.
So how does my voice sound? Like, do I sound crispy? Crispy is like, I sound like clear. Do I sound choppy? Like, how do I sound right now? So how does my voice sound? Like, do I sound crispy? Crispy is like, I sound like clear. Do I sound choppy? Like, how do I sound right now?
You don't sound choppy. You definitely sound a little muffly though.
I sound muffly?
Yeah, muffly.
So I sound like something is like over like the covering, like the headphone?
Yeah,
the earbud?
that's exactly what it sounds like. Like you have something on top of the headphone, or like if you have your face mask on or something, like it sounds like something's covering either your mouth or the speaker itself.
I don't know. That's interesting. Alright, so can you hear the helicopter above me?
Nope, no helicopter.
You don't hear that helicopter. I know y'all hear that. You don't hear that helicopter. I know y'all hear that.
Nope, I don't hear anything.
Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna call you again. I'm gonna get to a louder environment. We're gonna see how this compares over there. Alright, so y'all heard it right there. She could hear my background, which I'm kind of surprised. I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts on that after this test, but you guys heard what it was. So I'm gonna stay in the Brooklyn Bridge Park area, but I'm gonna try to find a louder environment. There's a bunch of cars that way, which I know for sure is gonna be way louder, so we're gonna head over there. Alright, so right now, we're right under, I don't know what bridge this is. The Brooklyn Bridge is right over there. But we're right under like this little pathway that's right under it. And it's super loud over here. There's a bunch of cars, there's a bunch of people. There's been a bunch of honking. So this is gonna be a really, really big test to see how well these headphones are in a really noisy environment. Again, the Galaxy Buds Live spoiled me. They were great in noisy environments. So this is the real test right here. I'm gonna call my girlfriend now. We're gonna see how this is.
Hey babe.
Hey babe. So, I'm in what I would consider a noisy environment. How do I sound?
It was, so I'm in what I would consider a noisy environment. How do I sound?
I actually don't hear that much noise in your background.
You don't hear much noise.
You don't hear much noise?
Nope.
What do you hear?
It actually sounds like it's it sounds like it's raining in your background.
Sounds like it's raining.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how does my voice sound in these conditions?
So how does my voice sound in these conditions?
I feel like I can hear you much better. You don't sound as muffly as you did in the last location you were. I don't hear people behind you. I don't hear any cars. You actually sound much better here.
You don't hear none of these cars.
You don't hear none of these cars.
Oh, I lied. I heard some cars now.
Okay, so you heard the honking.
Yeah.
So overall, I sound better than when I was in a quieter environment.
Yeah, you sound so much better.
That must be that voice pickup unit that's working right now. Okay. All right. So to really test, right? Because we did this test before. So to really test if you can hear me, I want you to repeat this sentence that I say. My name is D Danes and I'm the flyest on YouTube.
I want you to repeat this sentence that I said.
Okay.
My name is D Danes and I'm the flyest on YouTube.
My name is D Dames and I'm the flyest on YouTube.
Hey, all right, you guys heard it. It's really loud over here. I'm hoping my mic can pick it up and my girlfriend can hear me pretty good. But we're gonna talk about that at the crib. So in my experience, Samsung is working magic. If you've been a customer or a supporter of Samsung Galaxy Buds lineup, you know they weren't always great when it came to call quality. They've stepped their game up, and it started with the Galaxy Buds Live. Those were excellent for calls, and I pretty much think the same thing with the Galaxy Buds Pros. As you've seen, in a noisy environment, a loud environment, and a quiet environment, they perform pretty decent. Whatever they're using, whatever they're doing, they need to continue because I like where they're headed. Now, finally, this is what probably most of you picked or clicked on this video for. I know I made you guys wait a little minute for it, but the sound quality or the music quality. And I will say, it's interesting. If I had one way of summing it up, I'd say that it's a great versatile experience, but it's unbalanced. If you love bass and prefer it over everything else, these are definitely the earbuds for you. Listening to rap and hip hop are fire on these. These definitely be jumping. But the problem is the bass is too prominent and impacts the other elements such as the low end and the mids. It's kind of hard to hear the details of the lower end, and surprisingly the mids on these are pretty muddy. They're not terrible, but it's noticeable. The high end is great though, and has always been the bright spot in Samsung's audio profile. So if you're into rap, hip hop, or pop, you're gonna love these because the sound profile complements those genres. But if you're into classical music, gospel, and even R&B, I'd say to pass on these. The details in the mids and low end just aren't apparent enough for me to recommend them to people who have a diverse palette for music. Something new that Samsung added is 360-degree audio, which if you're coming from the Apple side is basically spatial audio, and it works pretty similarly. This isn't for music, this is more so for watching movies and television. If you go on Netflix and Hulu, they have some options on there that allow you to take advantage of 360-degree audio, such as For Life, the 50 Cent show on Hulu. That works pretty good on there. So I think now is a good time to jump into ANC, active noise cancellation. And I'll say right off the bat that it's finally worth using after a few updates. It does a great job of cutting out most frequencies. If you're listening to music and have ANC, you won't hear much of anything. The feature works great. And that's pretty much the same story as ambient sound mode. Apple users will know it as transparency mode, where the mics activate and allow you to pick up on your outside environment. It's not the best ambient mode, but it gets the job done. and considering you can adjust the level of ambiance and active noise cancellation, it allows it to be more versatile than the ANC and transparency mode from Apple and other competitors, even if it doesn't work as well. But where Samsung and the Galaxy Buds Pro are winning in the innovation department is in voice detection. Essentially, if you're using ANC and the mics detect your voice, the buds will automatically switch to ambient sound mode so that you can hear who you're interacting with. Now, this is a feature that I've been wanted, and it makes hella sense when you think about it. But its implementation definitely needs refinement. For starters, it takes a couple of seconds to detect your voice. Sometimes it's quick, but most of the time it can take up to 3 to 4 seconds before it allows the mics to turn on. But that's only if you start saying one-word phrases, right? And here's an example. Yeah. Yo. Yeah. So basically, if you want this to work faster, you should say phrases that have 4 or more words like this. Can you repeat that for me one more time? Yo, come here real quick. You'll still need to manually toggle ambient sound mode to interact with sounds that you don't directly engage with. Once you're aware of that, the feature actually works really good. Whew, I'm not gonna lie, starting to get a little hot in here. But I know I just went over a lot. Let's talk about what's really important when considering if you should buy these earbuds. Depending on which operating system you use, you'll have a drastically different experience with these earbuds. To put it simply, if you use a Galaxy device, everything that these earbuds are capable of till its fullest extent will be available to you. But if you don't use a Galaxy device, you won't be able to use majority of these features. If you don't own a Galaxy, you should be heavily considering this fact right now. Retail, the Galaxy Buds Pro cost around $200, but of course, Samsung products usually get heavily discounted, so I'm pretty sure you can find these for way cheaper than this $200 price tag. And even though Samsung is actively trying to catch up to the Apples, the Jabras, the Boses, and the Sonys, they're still a fair bit behind in terms of audio quality and call quality. It's not that Samsung and the Galaxy Buds Pro are terrible, they're just behind. But it's those extra features and the price point that entices you. Because generally Samsung is lower priced compared to their competitors and they offer more features. So I know it's these things I got you considering. But in my humble opinion, Galaxy Buds Pro aren't pro because we have to look at how well these features perform instead of the features themselves, if you get what I mean. I think they're almost pro, but then again, not every customer, not every listener is a pro listener. So I believe for the average consumer, these are a great option, especially when you consider where they're placed price-wise in the market for what you get. But the minute we start throwing out that pro word, it has to perform like its competitors. And simply put, the Galaxy Buds Pro don't perform as well. But of course, you know, Samsung and other competitors, they're not gonna call it the Galaxy Buds average, you know, they're gonna boost it up, they're gonna hype it up. But these are good headphones. These are great headphones, actually. They're just not pro. So yeah, that's my thoughts, and I really do like these despite how my message may come across. It's just I believe you should be careful when using that pro word. But these are decent, and they'll be great for the average listener. So yeah. Woo! That was a lot. If you made it to this point in the video, I appreciate you. But what I'd appreciate more is if you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and shoot, even share this video if you're feeling up for it. I'll be working on the next one soon. I think these earbuds and these reviews are like so interesting, especially when you compare them. So I'm going to compare these in a 3-way race. Galaxy Buds Plus versus Galaxy Buds Live versus Galaxy Buds Pro. Because if you're a customer, I honestly think you should wait before pulling the trigger and compare these three in Samsung's lineup if you are for sure going with Samsung. So you guys definitely don't want to miss that. I'll be working on that. Actually, I'm already working on it. It'll be coming out soon. Again, my name is D Dames, and I make videos about tech and lifestyle. So if you like those things, make sure you subscribe to my channel, as I'll have new content flowing out. Right now, I'm in my new apartment, so that's why I kind of went ghost for a while, and I'll be doing an apartment tour, and I'll also be making a video for you guys that are maybe first-time movers, first-time renters, and giving you my experience and some tips. So this will be a part of the lifestyle content that I hope you guys will support as well. So I'll be giving you guys the next one soon. I'm hard at work. I'm hoping everyone is blessed and healthy and staying safe, and you guys will be seeing my face again soon. Deuce.
Hey,